So, let me know what y'all think about this.
I haven't heard Macklemore in a minute.
Bro, I would like to say Macklemore can fucking rap.
Well, we always knew that dude could rap.
So, I feel like this is going to spark some conversation.
Oh, boy.
Some social conversation. But I thought it was dope, especially how he was rapping it.
Well, people forget Macklemore was the original recovery rapper before then. Remember when he relapsed and he felt bad because he was coming back out and he inspired so many people and that whole thing with him,
bro.
That was
I
like 10 years ago now.
Yeah, bro. It's been Macklemore can rap. He get too much hate just because he's the white dude.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
But he can rap.
Dude, remember the mantle? Everyone was like they were comparing. Wasn't it back in the day they were comparing him and NF? Was it NF?
He's been compared to NF. He's been compared to Mac Miller. He's been compared to Eminem. He's different from all of them. But let me know what y'all think about this. So this is Macklemore, HIND'S HALL.
That waving is the direction of where we're going. I can see where we're going.
Yep, I can see it already.
Yeah. The people, they won't leave. What is threatening about divesting and want a piece? The problem isn't the protest, it's what they're protesting. It goes against what our country is funding. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. When I was 7, I learned a lesson from Cuban Eazy-E. What was it again? Oh yeah, fuck the police. Actors and badges protecting property in a system that was designed by white supremacy.
What's up?
I get where they're coming from, but a university is not private property. It's public. It's or not public property. It's private property.
That's true.
I understand what they're protesting for, but it wasn't just about Palestine. They started attacking Jewish students.
Yeah, you don't need to be doing all that. I'm not for doing all that.
When you started blocking Jewish students from going to class and going after people who just wanted to go to class when they pay to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
You have every right to protest in a public spot.
Don't do that.
But you don't get to...
Oh, excuse me.
Take over a private space, somebody else's property, just because you want it. Because you don't like what's going on. Have all the marches you want, definitely. Just like Martin Luther King did.
Yep.
All those college students should have started marching and marched right down to D.C.
Okay.
What do you want these colleges to do? I understand where Macklemore's coming from with that, because people are talking about it now, clearly.
Yeah. Yep.
But, and to be fair, I don't want my money going over to Israel, Ukraine. I don't want it going to freaking Afghanistan gender studies. I've said this many times. But the people of Palestine and Hamas need to be separated. I feel very bad for what's going on. The people, the civilians that are dying, because war sucks.
Yeah.
War is hell.
On both sides.
On both sides.
Yes.
But Hamas is a terrorist organization. They are evil people. And they are the...
This is why I wanted to do this.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately...
Believe me.
I believe it's what? Over 50% of the Palestinian people agree with Hamas. But people forget there's still 50% of people that do not agree with Hamas. There is a lot of that civilian population that cannot stand who is ruling over them. Yep. And those are the people that I feel extremely bad for.
This is why we got to have the uncomfortable conversations.
But guess what? The 50% that can't stand Hamas, those weren't the ones that flew into Israel and attacked Israel that day on October 7th. Those are the people that are trying to go about their lives that want to be free. And everyone wants to keep talking about the refugees that won't go away. How come Egypt won't take people? How come Jordan won't take people? It's not just Israel that has the barricades up that won't let people move freely? Why is there a wall on? How come nobody talks about the wall on Egypt's side?
Okay.
The wall on Jordan's side. It's not just Israel's side.
There's a lot of variables to look at here.
And we will get back to the song. We will get back to the song.
You want me to back it up some?
But
Yeah, back it up some.
I can see where Macklemore's going to come from this, and I got a feeling that he's going to keep it as calling all the Palestinians as one people. And yes, people want to say the Israel state was created, the Balfour. People can talk all they want about that. That land has been fought over for generations. That war is so much deeper than anybody today can possibly understand.
That's my whole perspective about it.
That is such a deep religious war.
Yeah.
That America should not be funding, number one. Israel has every right to defend itself, just like Hamas had every right to attack Israel. Whether you like that or not, Hamas can attack whoever they want, but you don't get mad at the response of somebody else when they attack. Just like if I punch Ian in the face right now, he has every right to hit me back or to defend himself.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden I punch Ian in the face, he's fighting back. Ceasefire, stop! What are you doing, bro? Well, why are you fighting me?
Like, to me, I understand calling for a ceasefire because it's an intervention to try to stop bloodshed, which I get. But like me,
when you've done ceasefire after ceasefire after ceasefire, and only one side keeps breaking the ceasefire. Not just this opportunity. I understand from October 7th they have not had a ceasefire, but previously in other attempts when this has happened, Israel's always agreed to a ceasefire. One side keeps breaking it. And again, we're over here in America. We're not over there. We don't see every
exactly.
detail going on.
We don't see every.
We don't know all the ins and outs. But remember when when all this really first started, and the missile that hit the hospital that turned out not to hit the hospital, it hit the parking lot, and Israel didn't even fire it. It was a misfire by Hamas.
Man.
But the first story that came out was thousands killed by Israel.
See, the thing that I have an issue with is if you say free Palestine, people want to say, "Oh, you're anti-Semitic." But then if you say free Israel or free the Jewish, okay, then people want to say, "Oh, you're anti-Muslim." To me personally, I don't give a crap where you are located in the world.
Exactly.
I am for freedom for everyone, regardless of what part of the world you live in. I don't like violence towards innocent people.
No.
I do agree that some people have issues with each other, but I don't think people understand like the complexity of those issues. For me, at least to my understanding, the Muslims and the Jewish people, they do not like each other.
It says in the Quran that the Muslims are supposed to hunt down and kill every last Jew.
This is a religious war that has gone on since like before any of us on this earth right now were even a thought of.
We're talking thousands.
This has been going on a long time, very long time.
Exactly, and then the thing is that bothers me a lot is they're not letting in the students, especially that they are from those countries. In first of all, they came from that country to come to this country because they don't like what's going on over there. It's not their fault.
But at the same token, not every Jewish person is Israeli. Not every Jewish student that's at school is an Israeli Jew.
I don't think Jewish people should just be getting attacked for bullshit reasons.
Yeah,
no.
And to be fair,
they shouldn't be just
shouldn't.
Everyone wants to keep saying free Palestine. Israel should be taken down. It should be given back to the Palestinian people. Land has been conquered and reconquered over and over again. The land where London sits, where Germany sits, the land where India sits, the land where Pakistan sits, the land where China sits. Every single major thing was conquered at one point.
I agree with you on that.
Somebody else was there at one point.
I guess I understand we're technically allies with Israel, My thing is, I don't understand how it's our job to solve this.
It's not our job to solve this. That's the problem.
Like, I don't understand that.
This
war started before America was even founded.
Exactly.
So why is it our job to finish it?
It's not. That's the problem.
That's what I'm... But we only got through 26 seconds, so let's get through a little bit more.
I learned a lesson from Cuban Eazy-E. What was it again? Oh yeah, fuck the police. Actors and badges protecting property in a system that was designed by white supremacy.
Don't agree with that.
But the people are in the streets. You can pay off Meta, you can't pay off me. Politicians who serve by any means. APAC, Kofi, and all the companies. You see, we sell fear around the land of the free. But this generation here is about to cut the strings. You can ban TikTok, take us out the algorithm, but it's too late. We've seen the truth, we bear witness. Seen the rubble, the buildings, the mothers, and the children, and all the men that you murdered.
See all that shit? You see the little girl? I ain't with that shit.
Again, but what about the Yemen children that have been killed?
Yeah, I'm not with that.
What about the children that are killed in Sudan?
I'm not with that. Not with that.
Nobody wants to talk about the 150-year civil war that's been going on over near Yemen.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
I can't remember the exact... exactly. I can't remember exactly because nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
But everyone wants to sit here and talk about Israel and have Israel derangement syndrome.
All I know is Putin's happy that the spotlight ain't on him right now. It's not.
But that's my point. Everyone knows what's going on, and this is terrible. War is ugly as hell.
Yeah, I don't.
But you could go to any war zone and get footage like that.
But see, this is my shit. This is the thing that I don't understand. Okay. The United States, all y'all citizens who want to, we sitting over here comfy in America, safe in our American homes and all this shit. We seen all this crap happening between Palestinians and the Jewish. Why the fuck do you want a civil war here? Why?
People do not want.
Why do you want a civil war? Every now and then, I think about maybe once every other week, I see civil war trend, on X, and it's talking about, there needs to be a civil war in the United States. Why do you want that?
People do not want that.
You see, like, the bombs and shit. You got kids in rubble bleeding and losing limbs and shit. What do you think a civil war is going to look like here?
This isn't Call of Duty. You don't get to respawn.
Yeah, you don't hit X respawn. Let me get back in the game. No, bruh. No, that's not how this works. That's not how this works.
No.
So, I get it. If people got an issue with governments, I get. I saw a question the other day on the news, like, should you be able to question the government? Yes, you should be able to question the government. The moment you can't question a government, you don't have freedom in the country.
Your freedom's gone. Your freedom's gone.
Yeah.
You don't have freedom in it.
The second you get in trouble for hate speech, your freedom is gone.
So, like, to me, do I hate when people are saying, like, mean things against Jewish people? Yes. I don't like when they're doing it.
But they have the right to say it. But guess what? Now I know that person is stupid and evil because of the things that they say.
Just like in the United States. If someone says something that's racist, homophobic, whatever, okay, all right, they said some dumbass shit. Now you have the right to say, look how stupid you look.
Yep.
Okay? That's why I say, allow the shit to be on the internet. It just shows people who they truly are.
Exactly. That's why censoring people on any platform is stupid.
It just shows people who they truly are. That's all. That's the whole thing that I see about it.
Let people see who they are. Just like what Elon Musk said about putting Nick Fuentes back on X.
Just let people see who he is.
Exactly. That dude, like Elon said, he'll be community noted into oblivion for every stupid take he puts. I'd rather see the stupid take
I just don't
so I can laugh at the moronic idiocy that he is.
I just don't understand how you gonna be white supremacist with the last name Fuentes.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like, I don't get that, bro. It's like, your name's Spanish. Like, I don't get
Jimmy, I know you want the wheel, buddy. I don't know if we're gonna have time for that today.
We're gonna try to get at least one.
We will.
We're gonna try to at least get one.
But it depends on how long it takes us to get through this.
Yes. I just thought with everything going on, this was an important topic to discuss.
But don't worry, Jimmy, when we record, that will pretty much be on Saturday. It's going to be just videos coming out for you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you might not get it today, but all of next week, it's going to be Jimmy's week, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. back up a little bit.
Witness, seen the rubble, the buildings, the mothers and the children, and all the men that you murdered, and then we see how you spin it. Who gets the right to defend and who gets the right of resistance? It's always been about dollars and the color of your pigment.
I agree with that.
Supremacy is finally
It's always about this. Yeah. It's always about the money. Yeah. I agree with that.
But see, it's not about the color of your pigment because they send money everywhere.
Yeah, I like that. Your silence will not protect you.
See, I hate when they keep trying to bring, especially, I don't know why you try to bring it to color. Talk about the race.
Because it's been shoved down.
It's been shoved down our throats for so long.
In our brains.
Yep.
So deep that we can't.
Humans we're conditioned. That's what it is. We're conditioned and programmed. We
shouldn't be sending money. Again, I've said it a million times. As long as there is one homeless veteran that needs help in this country, we shouldn't be sending money anywhere. And I say homeless veteran for a reason, not just home, because there's some people who choose to be homeless. Not all homeless people.
There are some people who are homeless from their own actions. Yeah. Yes.
But veterans, 90% of most homeless veterans, they need the mental health and support that they don't get. They sacrifice so much for this country, and they're the ones that get.
To me, if you ask me, healthcare should be free for veterans.
Yes, they should be.
I'm sorry.
Healthcare in this country should be free for every veteran and every single senior over the age of 60.
I would say free for them and their immediate family.
You can't go that far. That's too much money.
You think it's too much money?
Immediate,
like for the I'm saying for like their kid, like the wife and kid. You think that's too far?
No, because you're taking care of every single thing that they take from 60 on. You have to work and put in for yourself to get that.
Okay. I guess I'm trying to help y'all.
I understand. I get what you're saying with that.
Trying to help y'all.
You got to put something into the system to get something else.
Okay. All right. I see what you mean.
I know this doesn't have too much topic, Ian. Do you know why socialism will never work properly? Why it's never, ever going to work. The main simplistic reason why it's never going to work. Why you will never have 100% free healthcare for every single person. Do you know why?
No,
because I will never willingly work so you don't have to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I will not get up and willingly give off 50% of my check so you don't have to do anything.
So, like, you work and I'm just chilling at home.
When you are an able-bodied person, I will never willingly give up 50% of my money so you have to do nothing.
I can understand that. And yeah, I can roll with that. Like, I'm just sitting at home watching TV, you out working.
That is why socialism will never work. You will never get people to willingly give up what they're earning so other people don't have to do anything.
I do think healthcare costs need to come down.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I'm not saying the shit should be free, but it can be made more affordable.
Oh, 100%. But if we weren't spending billions of dollars in Ukraine and Israel, I'm pretty sure we could be spending money on healthcare to be making things a lot simpler and cheaper for people.
Damn, I shouldn't have made us watch this.
but and that's the simple concept of why it's never going to work.
I can understand that.
Because for a society to work properly, you constantly need to have things created.
Yeah, you have to have money moving too. I get what you're saying.
It's always been about dollars and the color of your pigment, but white supremacy is finally on blast, screaming free Palestine to their home at last. We see the lies and claiming it's anti-Semitic to be anti-Zionist. I seen Jewish brothers and sisters out there and riding in solidarity and screaming free Palestine, with them organizing and learning and finally cutting ties with the state that's gotta rely on apartheid system to uphold an occupying violent history been repeating for the last 75. The Nakba never ended, the colonizer lied. It's students' intents posted on the lawn, occupying the quad is really against the law, and a reason to call and the police and their squad.
See, but that's what people keep.
Your definition,
See, that's the problem. What people don't understand. It is against the law to occupy somebody's privately owned property.
Don't you? You gotta have like because where were they protesting? It was at Columbia, right?
It was at Columbia.
Is Columbia private or is it public?
All universities where you have to pay money to are private universities.
Okay.
It's technically open to the public. Anybody can go there. That's why they have open areas on.
Yeah.
But you can't occupy and stay on the property. That's why I believe, which I think it was in Florida. They said, yeah, you're more than welcome to protest. You can stand there, do whatever you want. You cannot put up tents and occupy the space. As soon as they put up tents and said they're staying, that's when the police came in and said you had to leave. You have every right to stay.
So it's like you gotta go home at the end of the night, bro. Okay, all right.
You could go there every single day at 6 a.m. and protest all night, all day till 10 o'clock at night, or whenever the college shuts down for the.
Because don't you have a permit to do a protest?
No,
you don't. I thought
you don't have no fucking permit to protest.
What's the thing you need a permit for?
They want you to have permits for a parade.
Thank you. Okay.
Protests naturally happen.
My bad. I was like, is there something like some public thing you need a permit for?
Because technically they want to say you can be arrested. But you will be arrested for going into a private area. Oh, but that's what happens when you protest. And you're supposed to be a slap on the wrist, that blah, blah, blah. But you cannot occupy a privately owned...
Yeah, and you can't start throwing shit at the cops, bro.
No.
You may not like the police, but you can't no, let me just launch shit at the cops. Oh.
Like if somebody really wanted to protest you, they can go stand out in the front yard all they wanted to, as much as they wanted.
Yeah.
But they couldn't stay in your garage.
We hate Ian.
But they can't put up a tent and sit in your garage.
Yeah, you can't sit up in my... Nah, you can't. Nah, I see what you're saying.
They can't even put a tent on your front lawn because you own the lawn. That's your territory.
I see what you're saying.
But they can stand right at the edge of your property line and say whatever they want. And honestly, they could put a tent up on the edge of your property line.
Okay.
If they're on the public street, a cop is going to be like, you can't sit on the street like that.
Well, that's funny because I was about to bring that up. You know, when they
could, but they're going to get arrested.
When they're sitting down on the middle of the road,
mm-hmm.
and because the climate.
The climate. That's why they get arrested. It's a nuisance arrest. That's why you get arrested.
But it takes forever for the cops to get there to dude. Like I've seen it.
I can see Liz on the phone. I called y'all 30 minutes ago. Where you at?
No, then you see people getting out of the cars and removing them, and then they go right back to it. And to the point that there's people freaking using their cars to push them out of the way. And I'm like,
my favorite was the guy with I think it was a Mustang. He said, all right, turned around his exhaust and then floored it and got the heat so much the guy got up and left because it was too hot. He flipped his car around and just floored it so that way the exhaust would be getting to go.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
But I understand what Macklemore is coming from because this whole entire situation is shitty.
I like how he's using his platform to bring up a conversation.
I get it.
That's what I love.
I don't agree with him.
So that's what I love.
But I don't agree with either side. I don't want us to be funding any because we're funding both sides. We're funding Hamas's side too because they're getting their weapons from Iran, which we just gave them the money to be able to purchase all the weapons to give them. We're funding both sides.
Crazy.
That's pretty wild.
That's insane.
Hey man, anything to make the dollar, right?
Right.
Reason to call and the police and their squad where this genocide land in your definition, huh? Destroying every college in Gaza and every mosque, pushing everyone into Rafah and dropping bombs. The blood is on your hands, Biden, we can see it all. And fuck no, I'm not voting for you in the fall.
It is Biden that's
just the truth. The people out here united.
Shit. And Biden's trying to stop the payments now, which you got to impeach him because you're not supposed to stop congressionally funded approved funds.
Are they going to impeach him? Impeach him? No.
Bro, just call up Marjorie Taylor Greene, bro.
Hey,
just call her up, bro.
Hey, the Democrats already set that standard when they impeached Trump for blocking aid to Ukraine, remember?
Bro, because she fucking...
Nah, that's the Speaker of the House. That was the...
Fucking, tried to Wonder Woman the fucking House of Representatives, bro.
But you know that, Ian, they set the precedent with that when Trump tried to pause the aid to Ukraine and they impeached him. Biden just blocked congressionally approved aid to Israel. Which, by the way, I think the president has the authority to block that aid. That is the executive check on the congressional check.
What happened to the days of trying to remove a president for getting head. What happened to the good old days, bro?
It's just,
Bruh. Like, what happened, man? We just...
And I'm sure people are not going to like my take on this at all.
Oh, no. I mean...
But
they don't like me. I'm the liberal. They don't like me.
I hate seeing children die. But again, what about all the Yemenis children that are dead?
Yeah. But Vito, remember, I'm the liberal.
remember,
they don't like
people,
me, remember?
But remember,
yeah,
people
they don't like
do
me.
not...
Don't worry, after
they
this, we'll
don't
get my
do-
talking points for the next one. Okay?
They don't do their research,
Got you.
okay? That's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
Got you.
It's like the mainstream is really programming people.
I mean, is Israel clean in this? Hell no. Of course Israel's...
Bro, who's clean?
No one's clean in this. War is hell. Nobody's clean in war. You know who's clean in war? The victor, so they get to write what happened. That's who's clean.
Yeah.
Voting for you in the fall, undecided. You can't twist the truth, the people out here united. Never be defeated when freedom's on the horizon. Yet the music industry's quiet, complicit in their platform silence.
Actually, yeah.
Yup. Notice how freaking quiet. There was a one of the women on the last Scream movie. She got fired off the movie just because she put out a post saying "Free Palestine."
Yeah.
Just because she said "Free Palestine."
Though, what about the model, the Palestinian model that went to the Met Gala event when they were trying to protest, and she said nothing.
Yeah, it's because when people are comfortable, okay.
The Palestinian model said nothing.
When they're comfortable in their money, in their luxuries, they don't want to ruin that.
Exactly.
That's what it is. They don't want to ruin it. As long as it's happening overseas and not in the backyard, and I'm not being affected, I'm not gonna say anything. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. So you okay with innocent people getting slaughtered as long as your money and comfortability ain't being fucked up. That's what it is.
Ian, these protesters yell "Infanada" from the river to the sea. They're saying they want to murder every single Israeli.
And then some of them don't know that that's what it means.
That's what they're chanting on these campuses during these protests.
Yeah. Some of them don't know that's what it means. They just go and join in. Oh, it's something to do today.
I mean,
But-
a lot of these kids don't even understand what the hell they're even chanting.
Bro, I'm cool
Yeah,
with
'cause
protesting.
we've
Know
seen
what
it,
you're
right?
protesting.
We've
though.
seen
Exactly.
we've seen it. There's somebody interviewing one of the protesters and do you know what? Pretty much saying, "Oh, do you know what that means?" And they're like, "No, I don't know."
no, everybody else is saying it, so let me say it.
Yeah, it's
Man.
But yes, a lot of big musicians are very quiet.
Quiet. Ain't saying
They won't
shit.
say any on either side.
Ain't
on
saying,
anything.
won't say nothing because they don't want to mess that money up.
No big actors.
Don't want to mess them. Can't mess the money up. Don't care who's dying. Can't mess the money up.
Yet the music industry's quiet, complicit in their platform of silence. What happened to the artist? What you gotta say? If I was
Tupac.
on the label, you could drop me today. I'll be fine with it cause the heart fed my page. I want a ceasefire, fuck a response from Drake. What you willing to risk? What you willing to give? What if you were in Gaza? What if those were your kids? If the West was pretending that you didn't exist, you want the world to stand up and the students finally did. Let's get it.
You just got to know what you're protesting. That's all my thing is.
And again, the only thing that probably makes sense at this point would be a two-state solution.
Just crazy out here, bro.
It's 4:43.
We'll finish this up.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah.
You're not going to dissolve Israel. Israel's a country. It's there to stay. It's not going anywhere. These people keep shouting
What's
that
the
they...
capital? Is it Jerusalem? Is it Jerusalem? Or is that a different?
No, it's Tel Aviv.
Then what did we... During Trump administration, what did they say was...
They moved it because it is the religious capital of the world.
So we said Jerusalem's the religious capital.
Yes. Jerusalem. That's why they moved the embassy to Jerusalem.
See how you get lost in this shit?
It's the religious
I
capital.
know.
Like...
I know.
This... Forget, like... I'll let it finish out. So...
But the problem with the ceasefire is, every single time Israel's done the ceasefire, the other side's broken it.
You're saying Hamas is broken.
Hamas. It's also Hamas that steals all the aid that we try to give the Palestinian people.
So
anytime we try to send anything into the Palestinian people.
Yeah, but ooh, Brother V.
Oh, Indian flavor. Nice.
I think we did.
I think we have that one.
We might have that.
We might have that one on there, Jimmy.
But see, this is why this what made me fall in love with hip hop, addressing social issues through music.
And I'm glad that Macklemore did this.
Yeah, same. I did because
I don't agree with everything he said, but I do agree. I do agree with fuck Biden. That I agree wholeheartedly with. Hey. Don't get me wrong. Hey. Thanks for stopping and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Ready, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.